Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. This is This Week in Zelda News. I'm your host Bastion, and check out this super awesome card somebody made me. So first of all, with all the talk of a remake of A Link to the Past and so on, one dedicated fan took the opportunity to create what they felt a HD version of the A Link to the Past intro would look like. Looks pretty nice. It makes me really excited to see what the gameplay would be like in this kind of game, but we'll just have to cross our fingers and hope. Our next story is about some amazing decals. This is a decal, and in case you don't instantly recognize it, it's the sprite that's used in the original Legend of Zelda to indicate a secret passageway or stairs going down. It's really awesome. Unfortunately, there are not so many hardwood floors in my place, or I would totally consider putting one of these on it. If you have some sort of hardwood floors or whatever, certainly go ahead and click on the link down below and you can find out where you can buy some of these awesome decals. Our next story comes from Comic-Con. That's the San Diego convention of all kinds of geekery, and there was somebody, there's always people in cosplay, of course, but there was this girl dressed up as Navi, pushing her way through the crowd and saying, "Hello, hey, listen," and so on. That's my horrible Navi impression. I promise to never do it again. Hers was much better, and there's a very amusing video that somebody filmed of her, of doing just that, and you can see that by clicking down on the link. Pretty funny. Our next story is just very simple. It's just that Ocarina of Time 3D in the US has now sold over 1 million copies. That's pretty impressive. Good job, Ocarina of Time 3D. Over on the website Destructoid, they recently chose their top 10 most annoying flying enemies. And 2 Zelda enemies made it onto the list. First of all is the P-Hat, and they, of course, were in the original Legend of Zelda, and we've also since experienced them in several other incarnations in games, including the gigantic version in Ocarina of Time. I remember when I first found that version, it scared the crap out of me as a kid. And then we've also got Moas. For those who haven't played Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, these things are really super annoying. First of all, it's not just that there's one of them, they always attack you in these massive swarms that it's very difficult to defend yourself against. It's pretty much impossible when they come at you, so definitely deserve to be on the list, I think. Then from the video game website Screw Attack, we've got a new death battle. What they do is they pit 2 different video game characters against each other, and then sort of play out how, based on their weapons and talents and so on, whatever sort of supernatural powers they might have, how that battle might play out. So they've pit Link against Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. How does it end? You'll have to watch the video yourself. The link to it is in the description. And then one more story from a video game website is from the video game website 1UP, and what they have done is basically written an article explaining how they felt like Indiana Jones has influenced many video games, the Legend of Zelda series being one of them. They point out that the whip from Spirit Tracks, the whip from Skyward Sword, the tightrope walking on Skyward Sword, all to them felt very Indiana Jones-like. Whether that was intentional or not is debatable, but they feel it was definitely an influencer on Zelda. If you want to read that full article, again, that link is in the description. Our next story is about a Charlie Brown as Link shirt. This is a very amusing image. I might consider buying it. I'm still on the fence about it, but it's kind of cool. And then our next story is about another Zelda item that a fan has tried to replicate, and this is the Hylian Shield reimagined as a pillow. Pretty good job. They're not for sale or anything. I think it was just a one-off. A fan just decided to make it for themselves, but I could imagine that it would be useful against defending attacks against Stalfos, maybe, if those Stalfos were attacking you in a pillow fight. And then our final story comes from a store called Birthday Express, and they are now selling Ocarina of Time party sets for $40, and basically has plates and cups and so on. Everything Ocarina of Time branded. So if you have a little kid that wants to throw a Zelda party, or maybe even if you want to have a Zelda party and wear a little birthday hat that has Link on it, you can buy a whole birthday set for $40. So that's it for this week in Zelda news, and for once in a very, very long time I managed to cover all of the Zelda news all in one video, which is going to make the video a little bit long, but because there are quite a few interesting Nintendo news stories, and you'll be able to watch all of those in its own video this coming Sunday evening, so keep an eye out for that. If you haven't subscribed, why the heck not? Click here. And I'll see you on Sunday for This Week in Nintendo News. See you guys then. Bye. Welcome to Bastion time. I'm doing this wrong. And then another story about something that a fan has made to reproduce, replicate. And then our final story is about, I forgot, I have to read, what is it? Oh yeah, it's that one. And then our final story comes from, I really should read this. Oh yeah.